Hi, I'm Emma Godner on behalf of Ottawa Tonight, and with me today is Rolf Klausener from Ottawa's own The Acorn. How's it going, Rolf?
Good, how are you doing?
Good, thanks. Now, you guys are playing at the Ottawa Folk Festival this weekend, which is pretty exciting.
Yes, indeed.
First Ottawa show in a very long time, as I understand.
Yeah, we haven't played Ottawa, I think, since the fall of 2008, I think. So it's been quite a while now, yeah.
What are some of your favorite venues to play in Ottawa?
Well, Ottawa's kind of tough these days. A lot of our favorite venues have either closed or they aren't doing live music anymore, which is really, really sad. So I think up until recently, Barrymore's Music Hall was my favorite venue. And I think it's one of the most beautiful venues in the city, but they've had some management changes and aren't doing shows these days, which is really sad. But I think probably after that, I'd say maybe Raw Sugar Cafe is probably one of my favorite places to see music these days in the city. Yeah.
Now, as far as the Ottawa Folk Festival goes, I guess it's kind of a different festival in itself. It's obviously different from Jazz Festival, Blues Fest, everything else you've got in the city. What sort of pulled you guys to come back to Ottawa and play the Folk Fest? As I understand, it's the first time that you guys have even played the Folk Festival in Ottawa.
It's money. It's all money. Just money. No. Well, they asked us for the first time, which is awesome because they've never asked us before. So that was all the incentive we needed, really.
There you go. And you've played a couple of folk festivals across the country over the last year or so. What do you find makes a folk festival like that different from any other festival or playing any other venue by yourselves? I mean, you've talked about the fact that you've been able to do workshops with fellow artists. Yeah, no, the workshops seem to be a sort of mainstay of the folk festival circuit, and I mean, they're always kind of hit and miss, but generally they're really fun, and you get to interact with other musicians, which is always the greatest thing. You know, at festivals you get to hang out with musicians backstage and talk and hang out, so it's nice that you do get that experience to play with them and sort of see what they're like as musicians. And you don't get that with every kind of festival, like with bigger festivals and, like, you know, jazz festivals or whatever. You don't tend to have those collaborations, so that's something that's pretty, I think some people dislike it, but it's because it is kind of hit and miss, but it's generally one of the things I really like about those folk fests. And you're doing a workshop this time around at the Ottawa Folk Festival with Calexico. Yeah. What exactly are you guys going to be doing this weekend? Oh, it's all secret. Yeah, well, we've actually played with them several times before, and we first met them at the Winnipeg Folk Festival, doing a workshop with them, and it was a really effortless workshop. We just played some of our own songs, they played some of their own songs, and everyone on stage was musical enough to just kind of jump in and out of the songs and sing along. So it was, I'm really looking forward to it, but because we are kind of buddies now, I think we'll probably exchange a few emails and see if we can kind of prepare something special for the workshop. That's exciting. Yeah. Now, post-Folk Festival, what is up next for the Acorn? Well, we'll have one festival in BC that we're playing this Sunday in Cumberland, BC, and then that will be our last festival of the summer. And then in the fall we'll be doing a cross-Canada tour. We'll be touring the U.S. and in November we'll be back in Europe. And after that, we're who knows? Mystery. Now, Rolf, what are some of the acts that you yourself are looking forward to at the Folk Festival this weekend? Well, definitely I'm super excited to see Calexico because it's always an incredible show. But we've also got, there's also some other friends who are coming through this band from Portland called Horse Feathers, who are really, really great. I'm really looking forward to seeing them. And well, Jim Bryson and the Weaker Thans are playing, which is going to be a party. That's going to be lots of fun. And Toronto's Bruce Peninsula is playing, and I highly, highly recommend them. And actually, I think they're playing like right before us at a different stage on Friday, so that would be something to check out. And then I think lastly, Arrested Development on Friday night is going to be a blast. That'll be super fun. So if people want to find out more about when you guys are playing at the Folk Festival this weekend and what you guys are up to afterward, where can they go to check it out? Well, we're constantly blabbing on the old Facebook and on the MySpace and at theacorn.ca. You can go there. And we'll be playing this Friday at the Ottawa Folk Fest at 7:45 p.m. Should be fun.